Hey, we're live. We're live. Okay, so yeah, I see that yeah, link to yours. Yep, you're live. Yep. Okay.
Yep. Awesome.
What's up, Todd? How are you doing this week, my friend?
I'm doing great, Shelby. And it's always better when I'm hanging out with one of my best comic buds.
Oh,
That's what makes it special.
there you go.
I got you and my buddy Joey here.
I was about to say, yeah, hang out with one of your best comic buds and me.
Yeah, you're one of my best comic buds too. I got multiple best comic buds.
So yeah, we're trying something a little different. We're simulcasting from my chan and Todd's chan to try to build up a little bit of following on a Thursday night. So I'm sure we'll get some people popping in here in a little bit, just as we usually do. But and Todd, of course, coming at you from his space there in Las Vegas.
Bright Lights, Big City. What's up, Las Cruces?
Las Cruces from Mexico. Welcome, my friend. Welcome.
Hey, do you think it'll pop comments if people make them on my channel and yours, or just yours?
I'm not positive.
I feel like I should keep something.
I remember the beta of this. I had to also open up my channel in another window to see it, but hopefully they've got it synchronized now. I'll see if I can. Okay. And we're friends, and you popped up on my channel automatically. Let's see. All right, we're going to try. I'm going to do a chat in your channel. I know this is riveting.
I see yours.
Riveting entertainment. Oh, it showed up over here.
Oh, you know what? Wait, let me see something. It
showed up over here. It showed up on both of ours.
Yeah, and then see, look, it even showed. Oh, well, yeah, I chose your icon.
Oh, yeah, and I need to give you a wrench. I'm not sure if I can do that from here or not.
Now I'm going to go to yours and see if I post if it looks any different.
You gotta have entertainment here.
You got to have control test, and
we do. This is we're just starting. This is our second episode. We took a couple of weeks off between episodes.
Yeah, we're a couple of new guys to YouTube. We've never done this before.
Yeah. So,
but you don't do it for a little while, and everything gets new.
It shows you have a wrench on mine. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and then I did howdy. Oh, okay, you know what it is?
It looks like you already have a wrench, so you're good.
But when I wrote hello from mine, and you wrote your comment from mine, it has this little attached this little icon.
Yeah.
Little oval with the line in it.
Too. Yeah, that's what threw me off.
And then when I wrote howdy from yours, it didn't have that. So
right.
I think if it has that little icon, it means it's on my channel.
Yeah, that threw me off too. So,
but that's good. That's good though to know. We know now that we get both channels comments. That's beautiful.
We know. So, all right. What's up, Las Cruces from New Mexico? Man. So first thing we was going to talk about was Todd just did a show last weekend there in Las Vegas. But Las Cruces, I'd love to hear if there's any shows coming up near you that you're going to or anything. So, but yeah. So I heard you had where was your show at? Hey, was it a hotel? Was it a basement? Was it?
It was at the Rio. At the Rio. The Rio.
The Rio.
Yeah, the Rio. It's a pretty big casino. I mean, it's not the most happening spot, but it's, they had the World Series of Poker there for many, many years.
Oh, that's where I know the name.
They might still have it there, or I'm not even sure, but we're live streaming here. Yeah, they also have the Kiss miniature golf there, which I've been to before. It's a huge hotel. So, and we go to, we're in one room. I don't, and it's a show I've done a lot. It's called the Front Row Card and Comic Show, and I work with this promoter a lot. He does shows I do his show. He does one in Pasadena. I did once, and I'm going to do it again. And I did one of his shows in Phoenix, and I'm going to do that again. He's adding one in Seattle, but I don't think that's going to happen. That's like it's like a school. It's a weekend with school on the Friday and the Monday, and it's like an 18-hour drive, and I just don't see how I can do like 5 hours there on a Friday night after school, and then set up in the morning because I get one or two tables. I don't bring a ton of stuff, you know. Like this.
I remember you and I talking, and it was kind of an old school type of atmosphere. I know you said the tables were fairly reasonable, unlike these bigger shows where they could be, $700, $800 a table. Is real reasonable, like around $100 a table or something.
I mean, and I'm not saying you can't make your money at the big shows, but like, I don't want to have to.
That's a lot of equity to try to make.
I don't want to have to bring try and sell my very best, most expensive books just to pay for the table.
Yeah.
I feel it's hard enough to find those books. And when you find, I don't know about you, but I know when I find like a nice high grade collection, I'm willing to pay for it. I mean, I'm not going to pay for random, like Captain Comics. How you doing? Yeah, I think they do have new owners at the Rio. I think they're doing a lot of renovations and stuff. No, you're a cat man.
You're fine.
This is my good buddy Joey. He helps me at the shows and stuff.
Nice to meet you.
I was trying to remember, is the Rio near Fremont, or is it?
It's closer to the Strip, sort of.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not really downtown.
Okay.
Captain Comics says, "Ahoy, Joey."
Hi, Captain.
We're gonna get Joey on YouTube one of these days. Get him a seat.
Down if he's got something that.
Yeah.
I think, is he the one that does your pressing and stuff, right?
No, that's another buddy of mine.
That's another buddy. Okay. See, I could talk all day long about that stuff with your other buddy.
Foreign comics.
He's a big foreign comic collector. You like the foreign collector?
Oh, I love the foreign stuff.
Look at that.
Actually, I have something I'm going to show tonight that you'd be interested in.
Oh, I got more than enough, believe me.
I know, but it's a cool little thing though.
It's cool to see.
We'll do show and tells here in a little bit.
I'll wait.
And yeah, so like I've kind of found a good little groove, I work with this guy, the promoter for Front Row. His name's Dan, nice guy. I work with him pretty consistently. I'll do his shows. He does one in Vegas. He started in Vegas, so I do that one. It's a nice local show. The only other Vegas show I really do is the one that I promote with my buddy Barney from Simpsons Comics. Mm-hmm. He's done a couple of YouTube shows with me.
He's been on a couple of shows with us before.
Captain, this is probably the closest you've ever been to my birthday. I turned 50 the end of March. Yeah, I'm an old fart. But hey, thank you. It's been a minute.
Yeah, that's why I was asking with Las Cruces in the room, because I know you and I talked about some shows in Phoenix, and I have no idea the geography from Las Cruces, New Mexico to Phoenix. I think the states are next to each other, though.
They kind of are. Like Albuquerque's. It took me, I think, 8 hours to drive from Albuquerque to Vegas. It's about an 8-hour drive. And I have a good friend who's moving out to. I think she's going to be moving out to New Mexico. Oh, I should plug my computer in so the battery doesn't die. Yeah, so I might, if I have a friend out there, there's a good chance I'll start doing a show out there in New Mexico.
That'd be cool.
Un momento, please. I'm here. You can talk. I can hear you.
Yeah. So speaking of shows, this weekend, if you're up in the Chicago area, it is C2E2 this weekend.
Yes, it is.
I was just talking to our buddy Jeff of Jeff Hard to Come By fame, and he had he literally just made it to Chicago about 15 minutes ago.
Nice.
He said hi to everyone. But so shameless plug for him, and I'm going to pull up. Let's see, 1 second. All right. Yeah, so here's the website for C2E2. I don't know, just doesn't give me the whole vibe of comics. You know, you can kind of barely see the fast-paced video behind there. Then it's
I mean, C2E2. I've heard C2E2 is a fantastic show. I've heard people speak very highly of it.
That's where Rob is this weekend.
And I know people who I know dealers who set up there and sell books. And
yeah, I was looking at the guests. A lot of stuff we'd be interested in. So I noticed this Allison Court. She was the voice of Jubilee.
Mm-hmm.
Amber Nash did Archer, which is one of my favorite shows.
Right.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Wasn't she? Who was she? She was that. Is she the one? What's her name? Pam, I think.
I am not positive. I'm so bad with names.
I'll have to figure that out.
This guy, Cal Dodd, the voice of Wolverine in X-Men 97. Catherine Disher, the voice of Jean Grey. A few other people. Let's see. Now I recognize her.
Yeah, Pam Boovey. She's hilarious on Archer.
Yeah. There's Christopher Lloyd. He's not looking very good.
He's up there, man.
He is up there in age, so you better go see him when you can, right?
I mean, I remember him from Taxi. He didn't look great on Taxi, but
Freddie Prinze Jr. Greg Baldwin, don't know him. So Hadrian Penetary. I wouldn't throw her out of my bed for eating crackers, that's for sure.
Oh, Shelby, what are we gonna do with you?
Oh man. But yeah, Kevin Smith, Lars Mikkelsen, now Mads Mikkelsen. That's cool. But yeah, so a lot of entertainers. Tom Skerritt, of course, Aliens. And I was looking at the artists. So let's see here. Artist Alley. And nothing caught my eye. Arthur Adams, but I met him a couple of times.
I was fortunate. I met Art Adams at Heroes Con one year. I was able to get a sketch from him. That was pretty cool.
Oh.
Waited online for 5 hours. Sketch was free though, so it was worth it. And I think I bought 2 other sketches on the way in line.
So David Finch, Frank Cho, Jay Lee. See him quite a bit though.
I think he lives.
I know. Huge. Stars. I mean, these are great people. Don't get me wrong, but I think you and I, if we, one of them old school artists were there, we'd be getting excited about that. Tony Flex or Fleeks.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it's a decent guest.
And Tony Daniel. Tony Daniel was supposed to be at the show. I went to last year and he didn't show up. But yeah, so I'm not sure why that didn't show up over there on that side. That's weird. Oh, because I switched. Duh. Duh.
What were you trying to show the people the pictures?
The people.
Oh, there you go. I'm like, why is he popping?
And y'all aren't seeing what I'm talking about, so
yeah, that's okay.
Anyway, but so anyway, shameless plug for our buddy Jeff. He will be at Jamie Tyndall's booth on Saturday, and he will actually be broadcasting on Whatnot starting at 5:15 Central Time from Jamie Tyndall's booth. He will be doing a special drop of his variant cover for Taylor Swift. I hate to admit it. I think I've become a Swiftie. I mean, I'm a huge football fan, and when she started dating Travis Kelce, I started listening to her music, more than just, happen to hear it. And I don't know. I kind of like it.
Okay, Shelby. It's okay. Her music's fine.
So,
what's up, Kenneth Bird?
So anyway, yes, Saturday, 5:15 on Whatnot. Jeff, hard to come by, our buddy, will be broadcasting from Jamie Tyndall's booth, and they will be selling or dropping for the first time his variant covers for Taylor Swift. So I think he said there's a Prism cover or something like that. I told him to give me a really cool one and get it signed for me. So, hey, Mr. Bartlett. And hello, Kenneth. Wasn't trying to ignore you. So, that is my news for that. Anything else? So, I was supposed to go to a comic show this weekend in Dallas, but I just spent a bunch of money, and
you got those two big books.
I ain't gonna say what I got. We're not gonna say what I got. Whenever I get them in, we'll show them next show. We'll show them next week at the next show.
Okay.
What I spent $1,500 on. Oh, so, but that's a good segue to lead into any kind of show and tell. So, you picked up anything cool lately? I know you picked up some big collections. If y'all are looking for anything, let Todd know. He can hunt it down for you.
I got a trip planned on Saturday with another buddy of mine. I'm flying to San Diego just for the day.
That's right, you are
taking the 6:30 a.m. flight. It's about a little over an hour. Getting into San Diego, gonna hit 5 or 6 shops, whatever we can hit.
You need to
fly on home.
Need to do some live streams.
I will. Check these out. These are my. I got these cool glasses.
These are. Oh yeah, Todd's. I'm not sure what you call it. Not stalker glasses.
They're like super spy.
Warrior glasses. He's got the Ray-Bans with the cameras built into them.
They're not. You look at some. I feel like Mr. Magoo.
You look kind of like Mr. Magoo. Those things are thick.
Yeah. So, but if I press this, like
from the Coca-Cola bottling company.
See that light that just turned on? Look at the light.
We're being recorded, y'all.
That means I took a picture. And then if I hold it, it's taking a video right now. So I'm recording myself in StreamYard, streaming to YouTube on my glasses, and I can post it later. It's freaking amazing. I can also live stream to Instagram, I think, with these. I got to figure that out. Because my whole point of getting them was that, like, and see, this is how you know somebody's not secretly recording you. The light's on. So you know you're being recorded. But we're going on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't matter if I record you. But I got them so that I can do like the video of myself going through comic book boxes. Another cool thing is if I do this, now it's playing music.
So y'all be careful. Do not follow Todd to the bathroom.
What? What is the... I did a few tests while I was driving around Vegas, and I filmed like for about a minute while I was driving. It comes out pretty good.
Those are cool. I mean, I did think about looking into them when Ray-Ban announced them. So I think they're some of the best camera glasses on the market. So your buddy Joey was showing off, I think, a few little posters or something. I saw a Spider-Man 100.
Yeah, I got
showing off.
I can show them to you if you want to see
that,
them.
or someone press that book really flat.
Yeah, no, I got like these.
Those are cool. Is that paper or cloth?
It's like some kind of like textured material.
It's canvas.
Like a textured
canvas. Yeah, that looks good.
So I got that one.
I like that. Oh, I like that one a lot.
I got that one with all the
covers and stuff. Nice.
There's a nice wedding annual.
Yeah.
This one and the first one are a set. You know, the red and the blue and the black and the white.
Those are cool. That's a cool one.
So
yeah, Spider-Man 3.
The one with all the issues is by itself, and then I got a set with all the 100, 200, and 300. These are smaller.
Well, if y'all see anything you like or you needing something for your collection, be sure and hit Todd up. He'll hunt it down for you, or send Joey after it.
Yeah, guys, I basically have a shop. And then this one's my favorite.
Stitch.
Gotta have Stitch. I got some Pokemon cards too. I got these Japanese Pokemon boxes. You want to see them?
So I saw the post on your Instagram, I think, of those.
Yeah.
Be sure and you can sub us up over on Instagram. Our names are, of course, Gorilla Todd and Shelby's Comics.
Some kind of Japanese imported Pokemon.
Yeah.
That's some kind of bear creature.
I have no idea what that is.
And there's an apple with a worm in it, which is funny because I showed some of my students today earthworm dissections. Because I told them how they swallow rocks to digest their food. And they were like, what? I'm like, yeah, like it's in their gizzard. And then here's all good old Charizard.
There you go. That's cool.
Cool Japanese imported ones. For sale only in... Ooh.
Well, so I got a box to show off. This is something I bought a couple of months ago. I've had it on the shelf, but it goes along with something else I'm going to show that I picked up this week. But check that out.
That's pretty dope.
From the 40s, man.
Yeah.
You know, all
that's the real Captain Marvel.
It is. It's from 1941. 1941, over 70 years old, man.
That's really cool.
And it is, yeah. Look at him. He's like flying a engine and shooting down Japanese.
Is that like a treasury edition?
No, it's like a puzzle from like 1940.
Yeah, it's a puzzle. Yeah.
Damn.
That's dope. Make yourself big so people can see that. Don't hit the self-destruct button.
I did hit the self-destruct button. Is that? There we go. Okay, I found the button.
There we
go. See, I paid $125 for it, but it says Captain Marvel rides the...
I mean, I'm not going to say what that looks like.
Marvel rides the engine of doom.
It looks all, yeah, that is some doom, but like when it was far away, it was hard to see exactly what was going on. But that's awesome. That's awesome to have a piece that old. It looks like it's in pretty nice shape.
It's in great shape. It's in
Yeah,
great shape. No tears. A few rubs around the corner, but
yeah,
no
yeah.
tears on the corners or anything.
Is that like a sealed box? Like I don't.
No, it's not sealed. And I don't think it came sealed.
Right. Did you count all the pieces?
All the pieces are there. They said they counted them.
Oh, they said.
So
that's awesome, Shelby. Congratulations, man. That's a nice piece.
well, and then this past week, so Captain Marvel's been a character I've really loved, and a couple of years ago I was talking to Richard, who owns Bedrock City Comics here in Houston, and he said he did an estimate, and right now you can buy the whole run of Captain Marvel cheaper than you can the first 100 issues of Spider-Man. So yeah, anyway,
but that Spider-Man's kind of like Spider-Man is like is probably, I don't know. I would probably feel confident in saying that Spider-Man is probably the most popular comic book character.
Yeah.
And Captain Marvel is, while for old guys like you and me, we're like, oh, that's cool, that's awesome. A lot of people, he's just not he hasn't been utilized nearly enough to.
Yeah. So this is Captain Marvel number 35. It's a single staple book. That's from 1943.
I got a Wiz Comics. It's the book is destroyed. It's a rag of a book, but it's the first, the writer Otto Preminger?
Yeah.
It's his first issue. I remember when I got it, I looked it up in Overstreet. It was like it was like $8,000 in near mint. So I figured my copy was worth like $12.
I got this, number 44.
Captain Marvel travels to other worlds. No, that's all, dude. I mean, it's an awesome way to collect some Golden Age books because they're not terribly expensive.
They're not terribly expensive right now.
He's a character that is.
I bought all these for under $200. So this is number 57.
Beautiful. Is he getting kicked by a ghost?
Yeah. And then the last one is Captain Marvel 127.
I feel like they did a lot of gag covers.
They did. I mean, yeah. More than, Superman of that era, but yeah. So I think I don't have a huge Captain Marvel collection, maybe 6-8 books. So no Wiz Comics, no Mary Marvel yet, no Captain Marvel Jr. So
I have that one Mary Marvel. I showed it to you before.
Hmm?
I have that one Mary Marvel issue I got in the collection. I showed it to you before. It's a nice one. She's on the cover. It's like maybe an upper torso and head.
Oh. All right. So this is a collection I bought several weeks back. This is nearly a full run of Silver Age Teen Titans.
Nice.
So this is first appearance, Brave and Bold, and then there's Teen Titans number 1. What's interesting
wait a second. Are you sure about that? The first appearance of Teen Titans and Brave and...
Yeah.
Why am I remembering a different cover?
I'm not sure.
What issue is that?
60. And it's in rough shape. This thing's in rough shape. I mean, it's bad. I mean, it might be a good copy. It's got a lot of issues.
I think I think you're a couple issues off, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying. Let me. It says it's 54. The Teen Titans first appeared in Brave and the Bold 54, but I want to see. I want to see a cover of it. Brave and the Bold 54. Yeah, it's the one where they're running. It's Kid Flash. Robin's
Kid
running,
Flash is running,
and he's holding Kid Flash and Garth, and there's like, who is it?
Yeah.
Some wizard dude with in a tornado.
Mm.
They don't call it. You know what it is? They don't necessarily call it Teen Titans. Then they call it Kid Flash, Aqualad, and Robin.
Oh yeah. This may be the first one with the name or something.
So it might be, yeah. Technically, that might be the first time they called Teen Titans.
Yeah. So anyway, what was interesting was, and I'll be honest, these were not as good as what I thought they were, and I probably overpaid a little bit for these. But I thought some of them could be some pretty good press and cleaning projects and things like that. But whenever the guy's like, man, I'm having trouble selling these because they have stamps all over them. I'm like, stamps? What do you mean, like date stamps? He's like, no, I don't know what they are. So if you look, these are Pence stamps. These books were shipped from the United States, sold in Britain, and then somehow made their way back to the United States. So these are Pence stamps.
Kind of interesting.
Yeah. And there's a lot of them with these on it. So, yeah, I find this kind of stuff cool. It's wow.
It's funny you speaking of stamps. Not as old, but Joey actually picked up a collection and he hooked me up with a couple of these are pretty cool. I'll open from Sergeant Rocks, and they got the old
Mark Jewelers,
and so
yeah.
And these actually have the faint. You can see the little red star stamp.
Oh, it's got the star stamp. Okay.
So that was proof that they actually bought it from the PX in the military base.
Right.
So
I've got some Silver Age books with a star stamp, that was prior to Mark Jeweler, and it was simply they were star stamped because they were sold at a PX.
Yeah, but you also got to check and see if they may be a national diamond insert, because that.
No, these are mid '60s comics. National Diamond didn't start till 1970, 71.
Yeah, they started before Mark Jeweler.
Yes, about 2 years before. So yeah, a lot of these Teen Titans have that. Oops.
The only national insert I have is that Avengers issue where they do the origin of Black Panther. And that's cool.
Yeah, so a lot of these issues have this Pence stamp. So to me, like people say that import books or whatever are more rare or something. I mean, how freaking rare is it to have books shipped from the U.S. to Britain, sold in Britain, then come back to the U.S. and get bought? That's rare. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so, but yeah, that one's got the stamp on it. But yeah, it's not a bad collection. That one has the stamp on it.
No, it's still a pretty cool run, the Silver Age Teen Titans.
I'd always wanted to collect these, and the reason why is I was a huge George Perez Teen Titans fan. So that's a Gorilla Todd comic.
Yeah, I've seen that one. I think I've had that. I have that one.
So, but yeah, whole stack of them. Kind of cool.
I picked up a.
Like I said, maybe maybe overpaid and stuff. Well, I like, and I remember these from the 70s. Whatever, the Harlequin. It's like the female Joker.
Yeah, Joker's daughter, Dula Dent.
Now she's somebody else, right?
Wasn't she Dula Dent? Wasn't she called Joker's daughter or something?
I don't have any idea.
She's on the cover. I have a Batman's Family issue that she's on the cover of.
Mm. So, and more weird DC.
Prez. It's funny. You go and look through books at all the different books. Like we were watching that auction the other night. You see, there's so many oddities and nooks and crannies of comics that you could collect for decades and still find something new to collect. That's kind of the beauty of the hobby.
Well, and I don't know if you remember this, but I was watching an auction. Well, that auction you and I were watching together the other night. After you got off, and as I was laying down to go to bed, he showed, and I'd forgotten all about these, but it was
what's up, Forge? How you doing, Guy Forge?
What's up, Guy Forge? UFOs and flying saucers, maybe, but these were the 70s reprints, and they had new covers and stuff. They were from 1978, 79, gold key. And I remember seeing those. I never bought them. I thought the covers were always cool, but you only had so much money as a kid, and you're gonna buy the Marvel, instead of a 35-cent gold key. But yeah, man, it really took me back because I hadn't thought about those books in years, and just if you just want to do some kind of weird niche of those, they're all reprint stories, right? I'm almost sure, but they got new covers and stuff, painted covers, really cool. All right.
Very dark in this. I need to get a light for this. So I need a light to shine because I feel like it's dark.
I got this one over here shining. But all right, so the big news this week. The big news this week. Are you still cleaning your underwear from the nerdgasm of watching that Deadpool Wolverine trailer?
I mean, I'm excited.
You didn't think that was just like the coolest trailer ever?
I mean, I liked it, and I think it's gonna be. I'm excited, and I think it's gonna be good. And I'm loving X-Men '97. Okay, I'll be honest.
Go ahead. That's what we're here for.
I almost would like. It's cool to see Hugh Jackman wear a Wolverine costume. But when he's walking next to, I know it's just weird. I'm just used to I grew up on the John Byrne Wolverine. So he always drew him as this shorter, kind of stocky. And he looks like his body, it looks odd to me. And that's just probably a personal bias.
Has he looked odd to you through all the
I never noticed
movies he's been in?
But see, I never noticed it when he was just wearing leather or black or jeans. But when it's yellow and he's next to a red Deadpool, it just his arms look so long and thin compared to like what I imagine Wolverine. You know, I don't know. It's just it's a small pet peeve. Minor.
That is a pet peeve.
Minor. I mean, not that he doesn't have wonderful arms. It's just Wolverine has a certain look.
I agree with you.
You know.
But I've always thought too, if you were to actually cast someone that really matched what the comic book Wolverine is, you'd have like a Bob Hoskins or something, you know?
You would,
and that would be horrible. That'd be horrible.
Right. But you could find somebody who's not over 6 feet, who's like 5 foot. There's plenty of guys in Hollywood that are in that 5'6", 5'7" range. And they just got to be a little bit bulky, but in shape.
I mean, in the comics, wasn't he supposed to be like, what, 5'2" or something? I don't know.
I think like 5'3", 5'4". He's like he's tiny. I'm not saying he has to be
tiny. That's why Colossus can pick him up and throw him like a ball.
Right. I'm not saying he has. Well, I mean, technically he was heavy though, because he had Manium was very dense in his bones and everything.
True.
So, but Colossus is just that strong. It's more like, I don't know. Again, it's a pet peeve.
That is a pet peeve. I'm looking at the action, right? Like claws going straight up the crotch of Deadpool. Deadpool like shooting guns into him. I mean,
it looks awesome, and like, you know, I'm excited for all the characters they're gonna bring back, and it's, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna go see it. I'm not, I'll probably see it within a day, if not the day it's about. I can go see it. No, I'll probably go see it the first showing I can, honestly. But
all right. So according to remember the old Marvel Universe books, Wolverine is 5'3".
Yeah. Okay. I think that's what I said.
Hugh Jackman is 6'3".
I mean, look, Hugh Jackman is in incredible shape. He's a dancer. He just has that long
sing, dance. He can do it all.
Right. Okay. But my point is, like, and he does the like personality well. It was just a weird visual for me. It was just like, even in the cartoon, they don't make him they do Wolverine kind of short and stocky compared to everyone.
Right.
Maybe if they wouldn't have shown his feet, and it would have been, more like a real Liefeld. It was funny. They had the Liefeld Just Feet sign behind him. But maybe if they wouldn't have had their feet, they could have put like Hugh in the foreground and him in the. I don't know.
Well, how tall is Deadpool supposed to be in the comics?
He's probably a normal sized guy, 6 foot, 6'2".
I don't know.
You can look it up. I mean.
Okay, so supposedly in the comic books he's 6'2", and Ryan Reynolds is 6'2".
So when Wolverine's taller than Deadpool, it just is weird. It's a little weird.
I agree with you. I didn't catch that. I didn't catch it. I'm gonna have to look at it again.
And I hope I don't mess it up for you.
Maybe one of those things I can never unsee.
But like, and also maybe because he's like, I don't know, maybe they just always do that fast kind of editing with the old X-Men movies. There's not, they don't let you see his whole frame.
I never would have imagined that Hugh Jackman is actually 6'3". The way I've always seen him from the X-Men movies, which is mostly what I've seen him in. I would have thought that he was more around 5'8" or something like that.
Well, because I think they visually they try to do it so that he's either, look, like in Logan, he's with a dude in a wheelchair, or he's with a little girl. So he's going to be taller than either one of those people. I don't know.
Yeah.
And like, so it's just a little bit of a, maybe it's like a visual cue thing that I just noticed. I like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. Don't get me wrong.
I agree. So, but still, I think it's gonna be a great movie. I'm excited for it. So, also coming up in the next couple of weeks, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, obviously excited for that one.
That trailer was good.
Yeah, looks. I actually watched it today again. You know, like gorillas are apes. Not all apes are gorillas, though.
No, it looks like it's going to be good. I'm excited for it. Always been a huge Planet of the Apes fan. I did just rewatch the last two movies, Rise of the Planet of the Apes and War for the Planet of the Apes. You know, I thought both of those were excellent.
Yeah, they've done a good job of like reintroducing the apes and like coming out with decent movies every couple of years.
Yeah, so this is supposed to start a new trilogy. It's set about 250 or 300 years in the future, but it is the same timeline as the previous three movies.
Okay.
See,
now I do like the fact in the ape movies now, the apes look like apes. The orangutans look like orangutans, and the gorillas look like gorillas, and the chimpanzees look like chimpanzees.
I agree, except so what they've been doing is I think they dropped the final trailer about a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
But what they've been doing is dropping these short minute-and-a-half sneak peeks. So last week they dropped the one with the female character in it, where she's getting chased through the wheat field or
that's
whatever.
The one I saw today.
Yeah, and you know, it's revealed that her name is May. They dropped one this morning.
I got Mitch.
They dropped one this morning, which is showing like that king ape, which I guess is going to be the antagonist in the movie. Mm-hmm. And it turns out his name is Caesar. So he's the same name as, you know, the progenitor ape. So, you know, that's kind of weird. It's like, okay, where's that coming from? But let me say this. There's part of that little sneak peek where he's climbing up this platform and he kind of swings from ledge to ledge and then lands on top of the platform. Of course, all that is CGI. Look at that. There you go. Of course, all that is CGI. And it did not look realistic to me. It looked like that CGI swinging that I saw like in Blade years ago. So I was taken out of it a little bit.
No, I get it. I don't know. You know, that's why I try not to get too excited. What a depressing cover. For Ape and Mankind, this is the final chapter.
Yeah, it's cool.
So nice. I got it twice. Yeah, I mean, I like to. I don't like to go in like thinking about it too much either, because then I feel like I go in with too much of a built-up bias, or kind of, you know. I like to go in as like open-minded as possible. So I just want to go in and enjoy Deadpool and Wolverine. And I want to like enjoy all the cameos and enjoy the action. And I think it's going to be a heck of a movie. I'm interested to see what they do with what's her name? Cassandra Nova.
It's going to be the only Marvel movie we get this year. So
Yeah, hopefully we get there's some other good movies though besides Marvel movies on the way. Because that would definitely be cool, but I feel like they needed to kind of. They're making all these announcements. Like they announced there's going to be an X-Men movie before Secret Wars. I saw an announcement and it said it's going to be the X-Men from the universe where Captain Marvel went at the end of Captain Marvel. Photon went rather.
Yeah. Photon, yeah.
I forget what they call her. She's not Captain Marvel in the movie. She's Photon or something, or I don't know which.
They gave her name in the last movie. Because I liked that movie. I really liked it. I just rewatched it about 2 weeks ago. I like that movie a lot. I thought Kamala Khan is played expertly by, whoever that girl is that does it. Brie Larson is an actress I've always liked. I'm not positive I've ever liked her personality or demeanor as playing Captain Marvel, but I know after the first movie, I went back and I read some of the Carol Danvers Captain Marvels. It's pretty accurate to the way she is in those books. I mean, she doesn't have a lot of personality or anything, really in those comics.
Aman Vellani is the actress that plays Miss Marvel. Of course, Aman Vellani. Yeah, I agree. Aman Vellani is great in Miss Marvel, and in Captain Marvel. She does she plays the excited fangirl really well, and
really well.
I don't know if it's just she's like basically projecting her own.
I think she projects of her own. Apparently, she is a big fangirl and stuff. So
and that's cool. That's cool because it comes through. Like you see that when you're watching it, and to a certain degree, I would almost say she carries maybe or steals that movie in a way.
I agree. I
didn't hate the movie either, man. I didn't hate it. So we'll see. Because who knows? If because there's all kinds of theories right now talking about how people want the X-Men '97 animated characters to be the X-Men from
right.
And then after Secret Wars, they'll do a whole X-Men reboot or something, which that sounds terrifying to a degree, but
well, and I really would enjoy seeing like this Young Avengers thing, right? Because at the end there was the thing where she, kind of does the Nick Fury, script from Iron Man, with
with Kate Bishop.
Kate Bishop, yeah.
Hawkeye.
Which I thought was great. I'd love to see, Kate Bishop. I'd love to see, Wanda's two kids, somehow reappear and be part of that.
You got Stature, Cassie Lang.
Oh yeah, you got Cassie Lang. Yeah.
You got Isaiah Bradley's grandson from when they went and visited Isaiah Bradley in Captain America.
Well, you also have you remember at the end if you watch She-Hulk, the last episode of She-Hulk,
yeah,
came back and he had Scar.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you've got all the characters there.
I got Joey hooked me up with these two cool books. This one that is a much
nice
big improvement big improvement on what? I can't say thank you.
That's the number one. Is that number one?
Yeah.
That is a nice book, and it's a Whitman one, huh?
Yep. And then he also hooked me up with this bad boy, which is a book I've never had before. As silly as that
I
sounds.
can't believe you never had that book.
I remember buying that book off the newsstands, man. I read the cover off of it.
I had some cards doing something here. I got a buddy out here. I'm gonna show you a little something. This is a buddy of mine named Steve Lolito. He said he's a writer. He has his own book called Box Boy and Whiskers. That's his first book.
Okay.
It's this cool kid, box boy, who hangs out with this cat and this cool skateboard. And then this is this other one called Math Magician. I got these for a buddy of mine.
That's cool.
Yeah. Let's see if he wants. Maybe he'll do a stream. He'll jump on one of these days.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, if anybody wants to come on and promote something. Yeah, I actually got a message from what's her name? Mog.
Mog?
Just a second. Mog Park. She was on hold on. I'll show you. Show you what I got from her.
Well, I hope everybody's doing good tonight. I've been good, chilling, getting a lot of comics. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she does these kind of recreations. This is metal.
Oh, what is that? A metal cover or?
No, it's just just a sheet of metal.
Okay.
But yeah, she does these weird recreations of a comic book, but she just redoes the whole thing. And of course, this has cats on it, so I had to get that, and that's her signature is a little cat.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she messaged me this past week asking if I was going to be at Fan Expo, that she is going to be there. So, and as we get closer to that event, which isn't until July, I'll be doing a lot more announcements for that show.
What is that? Fan Expo
Dallas. So, yep, this will be the third year in a row that me and Southern Comic Geek have gone together. We get press passes and stuff, and we do interviews and all kind of stuff. We ride around Dallas and hit toy and comic book shops and do live streams, and yeah, so it's our summer fun tour that we call it. And this will be the third annual summer fun tour.
June 7th to June 9th?
Yeah. Sounds right.
Okay.
It's beginning of June, I think.
What's that?
I said, yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I was going to say, man, if it was July, I'd try to make it out there, but that's the time I'll be in Florida.
Mm.
I'm going to go hit up some of my old comic haunts in Florida, visit some friends, visit my old school.
Better not do that. You say I might have library fines you owe or something.
No, I don't. I'm not really a library person. I'm more of a buy it and keep it.
You might owe some books that you stole.
You wanna see some cool books I just got in?
I've been waiting.
Okay, I'm always glad.
We're into the show and you're just now showing them. that has got to be, you have several of those Kirby books, right? Like the Mr. Miracle, Commandy.
I've got Commandy, and I've got where did I put it?
But the and New Gods. I'd have to say New Gods.
I've got a demon one.
Demon, yeah. All such great Kirby work. Now I did just buy. I haven't gotten it in yet. You know, he did a lot of little standalone stories for that DC first issue special book. You know, where every issue was the first issue. That presented like a new character and stuff, and a lot of them were Kirby works.
I always love getting like the Marvel features. That's an awesome the Red Sonja Conan battle.
That's one of my favorite. I love the blue and white background.
Beautiful cover. Love the chainmail bikini.
Yeah, there's first Doctor Who.
Nice Walt Simonson cover. Second Bloodstone.
Yeah.
Marvel presents too.
Yeah, I've got that full run.
This is a cool book I got in. That weird mask, Doctor Strange and Black Knight.
Yeah, that weird.
I know you hate that.
Oh, man.
Here's a cool cover. This is just one of my favorite covers.
Definitely, yeah. John Byrne was hitting on all cylinders.
Oh, definitely with this. I got a bunch of. Oh, these are cool. Here, talk about some cool Kirby. These are always great covers.
The Kirby, 12 issues, yeah. It's, it's not a great story. I have that run, and I actually read it all. Kirby's hit or miss sometimes, man, with his storytelling. And you hate to say it. You hate to say it as much as people love Kirby, and I'm one of them. He did his best work when he was working with Stan Lee. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Now, whether that was, I don't know. I don't know. What made that relationship so special that it produced such, great art and stories. That's always been one of my favorite. That white cover with all the Medusa hair.
This one's kind of dirty, but still.
They're all dirty. They're all dirty. I've had that book several times. I've never had one that wasn't dirty.
Beautiful John Romita cover. There's a cool freaking Iron Man fighting a giant crab, robot crab or something.
I respect that run of Iron Man through like the really probably almost starting with like number 80 or so up through 140, 150. Clean artwork, but definitely like villain of the week types of stories. There was like really nothing to those stories, which was such a shame because the artwork and such is so clean.
I mean, these are Keith Pollard covers are great.
Yeah, they're great.
I mean, this is an old John Romita Jr. cover. Far Cry.
That's a great cover.
Far cry from what his art looks like now. You got like some nice older, more high grade.
Same thing with that Daredevil little run too. From somewhere around 90 something up through 160 or something. I
Look
mean,
at how his leg
is
bending. That's crazy.
Yeah, clean artwork and everything, but yeah, stories were lackluster at best. Definitely they were phoning it in, but I mean the artwork is great in them. You
Gotta
know,
always appreciate a nice Adam Hughes cover.
That's a good one. I like that.
Everybody likes that.
Everybody loves some Adam Hughes.
Here's a cool old Marvel. This is probably 70s weird Wonder Towels.
Yeah. I've got that whole run too.
Oh, I bet. Oh, I got a Peter Parker. Peter Parker #1. Cool book.
That book needs more legs than what it has. That and the Web of Spider-Man, I think. Those should be $100 plus books, and they just don't bring it. And I don't know why. You know, especially the Peter Parker. I mean, that's a Bronze Age book, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that thing's not worth $200.
Here's a cool old Miss Marvel, issue 20, The Lethal Lizards from Below.
Yeah, that's my favorite costume of hers. Yeah, I got that full run too.
You gotta appreciate a good sash.
Oh yeah, that or an ascot. I would wear them both if I could get away with it.
Yeah. That's covers. Needs no introduction.
Oh, I just saw that book. You would not believe what that book sold for the other night. That auction that you and I were watching, he sold that same book later, and it got over $100.
Oh, I believe it. The Dave Stevens stuff is going.
Dave Stevens stuff, for some reason, is hot right now, and I don't know why. I don't know what has happened in the market that people are suddenly discovering this guy.
Well, I think it was a combination of a lot of there were a handful of people. Like I was posting a lot of Dave Stevens, and a handful of other people were posting Dave Stevens. You know, because I've always loved them, and I've been picking them up for $5-10.
Oh yeah, they've been cheap. The Airboy stuff and all of that, cheap.
And then that documentary came out, and I think that kind of lit the fire. And then a couple of 9.8 sold for for big dollars. And that just is driving, and the fact that people, I mean, how do you look at his artwork and not love it?
And I mean, and I'm not sure if, a lot of people call it good girl art. I mean, maybe, and I'm not sure if maybe that's kind of hot right now too. I mean, almost all these flaunty, sexy covers, variant covers, have been hot for the past couple of years, and those have dropped off to nothing now. And I think maybe it's just like a rebound effect of, now going back to this really true art style of the good girl art that, Dave Stevens was doing.
Well, I like this cover. This is a pretty cool Peter Parker cover.
I've always, I actually, John Byrne did a painting, reproduction of that cover.
Did he?
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's so much going on.
I wish I had the money. John Byrne, up until about 10 years ago, would do large oil paintings for only like $5,000.
Wow. I got two pretty nice copies of the first Red Wolf.
Yeah.
Not a huge book, but
No, number 2 is the one you want. Because in the second issue, the first appearance of Werewolf by Night.
what do you mean?
The issue after that book.
Oh, Werewolf by Night. Yeah. Okay. No, I have a copy of it, but it was
It's the issue.
That's the panel cover, the Neil Adams panels. Yeah, Spotlight 5 is the one I really want. Spotlight 5.
Yeah, I have a copy of that. I've got the full run of Marvel Spotlight also. All right. So if any of y'all are watching this on the rewind or want to check it out, I have kind of resurrected my eBay store. I've been doing some auctions and starting to post some books again over there. So you can go to eBay, Shelby's Comics, and got some Silver Age, got some Marvel. So really nice old Atlas there. Atom number 2. We got an auction going on this week too. Let's see. So up for auction this week. Look at that. Well, you still at 99 cents. Variant cover. Got that Bolin Wonder Woman. Got some trade paperback. Got some Kiss, Gambit. Still at 99 cents. Lenticular, Hulk. Set 1, 2, and 3 of Spider-Punk. And 1, 2, and 3 of Scream. Number 1, I think, is the variant cover. So, yeah, you can go check out the store. Always happy to make some deals. We got some Elite of Battle Angel. We got Fantastic Four. High grade there. Atom number 2, Atom number 3. So yeah, I'll be adding stuff throughout the weeks, and always appreciate it. What? Laughing at me?
One of my buddies just texted me, took a picture of you and me, and
that what?
Nah, somebody took a. They said someone in an orange shirt is robbing you. No, not at all.
Well, that's me.
Yeah, no, he's not robbing me.
All right, so what have you pulled out to buy, Joey?
What's that?
So what's Joey pulled out to buy or trade?
I don't know. Let me see.
Let's see what kind of taste this guy has.
He just texted me. I'm right here. Joey's just hanging out. He's not doing anything. God, I got lots of comic books. I got a collection down here I haven't even gone through.
Is that 14 boxes? Where'd you stick that 14 boxes at you just bought?
That's a lot under the table here. A lot of dollar books, but I got some good stuff out of it.
All right. Well, that's all I had on my list. You've already called it a night, my friend.
Yeah, man, that's cool. We're good. We hit an hour or so.
Yeah.
A little over an hour.
Yeah. Let me go get something to get some dinner in me. So y'all keep checking back. Hopefully we will be, thank you, Luis Cruces. Excuse me. Hopefully we'll be doing this every week or every other week. We haven't decided yet. But you know, just kind of keep the flow going a little bit, let people know we're still alive. Show a little bit of the goals. Huh?
Alive and thriving.
Alive and thriving. You know, hopefully we'll be building up kind of a little audience over the next couple of weeks as we keep going. Yeah, I know, I've seen that. Yeah,
that's one of Dave Stevens prints.
That's awesome print. But yeah, hopefully we'll be building up a little bit of an audience. Of course, you know, Gorilla Todd is sitting there at his store. You know, if anybody's looking for anything to buy, sell, or trade, you know, you can hit him up with a list. He's very receptive over there on the Instagrams. So you can hit him up over there and let him know what you're looking for. He's always dropping posts over on Instagram about what's going on or any kind of new stuff he just got in.
Either next week or next time we do this, I will have my website should be ready to rock and roll, and we can take a look at the website.
That'll be great. And so you're going this Saturday to San Diego.
San Diego to
so we're expecting to see a lot of cool books next Thursday from your trip. Hopefully you'll be doing some live streams, something like that.
For sure. I'll at least post.
All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, thank you all. We appreciate you hanging out. And with that, remember, peace, love, and comics.
Take care, everybody.